Wicked Little Letters. As with any review, this may contain spoilers. The movie is enjoyable. It's a comedy mystery film, and it's based on a true story that took place in the 1920s in an English seaside town. The story follows Edith Swan, played by Olivia Colman, who has been receiving anonymous letters that contain vile language. This includes profanity and sexual acts. Edith comes from a conservative religious family, and the letters are causing a great deal of distress for her family. Her father, in particular, is a headstrong, chauvinistic man that believes women should be gentle, discreet, and submissive. As Edith continues to get letter after letter, the police get involved, and the main suspect is Rose Gooding, played by Jessie Buckley. By the way, check out the movie Wild Rose, which was my introduction to Jessie Buckley. The film is great, and she is incredible in it. Rose is Edith's next door neighbor, and they have been cordial to each other since Rose moved in. Rose is someone who beats her own drum and doesn't fit into society's view of how a woman should act. She is vulgar in public, drinks, and isn't afraid to stand up for herself. This is seen by many as unladylike, and the police automatically assume she is the person writing the letters to Edith. The manner in which Rose conducts herself is evidence enough and fits the profile of a person who would write wicked letters. As the story goes on, Rose is put in jail, then prison, and lastly put on trial. A few women in town don't believe that Rose is the one writing the letters, so they team up to clear Rose's name and uncover the actual person behind the letters. The comedy was hit and miss for me. That being said, many in the theater I was in were laughing quite a bit and having a great time. Some of the takeaways from the movie: keep in mind that this is in the 1920s, is that women have to be proper and gentle, and as it was said in the film, know their roles. Another takeaway is that just because something is perceived as a societal norm, it doesn't mean it's correct. One aspect I thought was an odd choice the movie made was to not include race in the story, meaning there were people of color and that wasn't an issue in the town. That's hard for me to believe that would be the case, being that the film is set in the 1920s, unless that town was super progressive at the time when it came to race, but I have my doubts. The more likely explanation is that the story wanted to be women issue centric, which I do understand, but I think the story would have been richer and had more depth if the issue of race was included. I don't see why you have to have one or the other. Both issues could be presented at the same time. There were women of color in the film, and if the goal of the story was to keep it women issue centric, then the filmmakers could have presented scenarios where the women of color are not only being judged as women, but also from the color of their skin. Overall, the movie is charming and it has a message to tell, and it's worth watching. If you stuck around this long, why not give the video a like and subscribe? It's free. Also, check out my other videos. Leave a comment and let me know what you think of the film. See you in the next review.